Hi, everyone. Nice to be here with you all. I'm Sarah DeFeo. I'm the Chief Program Officer at Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance. Hope you all have been enjoying our conference. It's been wonderful to be here with all of you. So today, this will be a relatively short session, but we wanted to spend some time just talking to you a little bit more about who we are as an organization and specifically how you can get involved. You've been hearing probably little things about us over the course of the past 2 days. But we just wanted to kind of say it all at once, talk to you a little bit about the opportunities to get involved and give back to the community. So a little bit about us. Again, our mission, what we work on here at OCRA, we are the largest ovarian cancer and GYN cancer charity in the world. A lot of what we do is focused on funding research, as I'm sure you've heard. We have some stats here on the screen, $137 million. It's what we've invested in science over the years, and that's core to our mission. We also have a growing support and education program led by Tracy Moore, who's with us here today. And through the program, we reach over 90,000 people every year, which is wonderful. And we'll tell you all about the ways you can get involved. And we have also advocacy and policy programs as well. We are the only organization in this space that works on Capitol Hill, working to improve research and education, drug and diagnostic safety, and promoting access to care, all those important issues. So we're going to go around a room here. We have several members of the terrific team here to talk to you about some more specifics of what we do. So I believe, Chad, you are up first.
That's great. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, it's an honor to be here. This is my favorite session every year with the conference. I've been enjoying it. Well, maybe Ask the Expert. After Ask the Experts, this is my second favorite session at the conference every year. And the reason it is because I get to remind myself of all the great and interesting things that OCRA is doing. My favorite part, of course, is advocacy. And I've had the fortune of working with the advocates in the Advocate Leaders Program for more than a decade with Ovarian Cancer Research Alliance. And as Sarah noted, we're the only organization representing the gynecologic cancer community that has a program like this. We're on Capitol Hill. I'm on the Hill all day, every day, pretty much. And we bring our advocates up with us so many times in so many ways. And it's a real honor to do that. We are in a time right now where it's critical that our voices are heard, that ovarian cancer community and the rest of the gynecologic cancer communities are heard on Capitol Hill, as there are threats to research funding, threats to programs at CDC and other programs across the government. And the government really needs to understand why those programs are so critical to our community and why the investment in research is so important. We're very, very happy and grateful to see that there has been, after a long period of level mortality rates, some improvement in terms of ovarian cancer. And that's something that we want to continue. And the only way to do that is with continued investment in research. And we think the federal government is a great place to do that. So we'll continue to push that message with our Advocate Leaders Program. And I'm pleased to say that we just opened up the portal for new advocate leaders to join the program. We have our largest cohort of advocates this year. We have more than 160 advocates from 42 states. And we would like all 50 states represented this year moving forward. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do this, but I'm putting a link in the chat here to our new Advocate Leader application portal. And so I encourage anybody seeing this who's interested in joining our program to go ahead and apply. At the very least, you'll get an interview with either me or someone else on our team. We can talk more about the program. But basically, once a month or so, we get together, talk about what the latest updates, and we provide training and tools on how you can become more involved and have an impact at the federal and state and local level. Our advocate leaders this month are busily working on Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. activities across the country. We're seeing towns turn teal, bridges turn teal. We're seeing resolutions from governors, from mayors, from legislatures across the country. And it's such an impressive feat every year. And we're so grateful to be able to be a part of that. So I encourage you all to join us. And if you can't be an advocate leader, we also have e-advocacy opportunities that we'll send you via email, just 1 or 2 clicks and a couple messages, and you can send messages to members of Congress and others. So please consider joining us. The more voices, the better. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to an advocate leader emerita to talk more about some of the programs that OCRA offers. So Susan Leighton, over to you.
Thank you, Chad. When you're diagnosed with ovarian cancer, most of us have one thing in common. We want to do something with our experience so other women in the future don't have to go through the same journeys that we've gone through. Many of us didn't know risk factors and symptoms, and we had a very difficult journey to diagnosis. We all want to make that journey easier for the next generation of women. You possess a very powerful tool to do this, your story. Survivors Teaching Students is an OCRA program that provides you a way to use your story to help educate future healthcare professionals about the disease of ovarian cancer, its risk factors and its symptoms. We're always seeking volunteers who are willing to share their stories in classrooms to help across the country to help with this effort. We provide training that helps prepare you to share your story within the context of a fact-based presentation. These presentations have been proven to increase students' knowledge of the disease. Since 2009, we have reached over 150,000 students, and our program continues to grow every year. Chad, you're ahead of us this year. You're in 42 states. We're still in 41 and hanging tough. So we need women across the country. If you're interested in joining the team, please reach out to us. There's a volunteer form you can fill out, just a couple of clicks, and we'll get you right into training and get you involved. So thank you.
Thank you,
now
Susan.
I'd like to turn it back to Tracy.
Thanks, Susan. Hi, everyone. I wanted to share a little bit about OCRA's Woman to Woman program. And in fact, the program is a peer mentor program available for anyone who's been diagnosed or impacted by a gynecologic cancer. And it's really an opportunity, as Susan talked about, giving back, sharing your experiences, and making a difference in a way that no one else can except you. By being a mentor, you really can help be a support to someone in a way that only another person who's been there can. So whether you are a patient, survivor, or a loved one, please get involved. I think it's a great opportunity. I will promise you we provide training and support, and you will never be alone in this. And I see some people that are already in the audience who might already be a mentor. I know there are people out there that are advocate leaders and survivors teaching students. So if you want to just throw in the chat your experience with these programs and see if anyone would be interested in, we'd love to hear your feedback. And I'm going to hand it to Diana. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. As Tracy mentioned, my name is Diana Maynard. I am the Director of Events at OCRA, and I am privileged to be able to work with those in our community who have been impacted by ovarian and gynecologic cancer, who are interested in giving back by fundraising for OCRA. People do this a whole multitude of ways, and I'm just going to give you a few examples, but we always say the possibilities are endless, and I know that sounds cliche, but they truly are. We always tell people to take something that they're passionate about and turn it into action, and when you're passionate about something, people will really rally around and support you. OCRA hosts along with volunteers and local communities, fitness events. They're typically volunteers who partner with their local gyms to host events, and OCRA provides handholding and support to make these events come to life. We have them happening mostly in September, but we always say ovarian cancer doesn't discriminate. It happens all year round. So we would love to see more pop up throughout the year. But as I said, those are events that really happen hand in hand with our volunteers, and OCRA provides support and takes on a partnership with volunteers. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can always visit our website to learn more about those. We also have people who participate in endurance events on their own. So marathons, triathlons, Ironman fundraisers, and then they create a fundraising page and they support OCRA in that way. We have people who own a business where maybe they sell goods or they provide a service and they donate a percentage of the proceeds or a percentage of sales to OCRA. We also have people who host, parties, garden parties, galas, golf tournaments, really, you name it. People do it, and they do it to benefit OCRA. And we always say no amount is too small. We have people who, host a lemonade stand and raise funds for OCRA. And then we have people who host larger scale events. But really what this helps most with is raising awareness in your local community. And we have materials that we would provide to you to help educate people on symptoms and let people know about OCRA's genetic testing program. And so really the awareness piece is just as critical, if not more, than the fundraising piece. And so we're always grateful to talk through ideas with you. I'm happy to set up a call or a Zoom meeting to discuss an idea that you have and how we can make it come to life. It can be something as simple as just creating a fundraising page through social media or through the OCRA website, or as I said, planning something on a larger scale. But I'm happy to provide support. I'm happy to provide help. And it's really a privilege for me to get to talk through your ideas with you. So please, if you have them, share them, and you can email the events email on the screen, or you can reach out to us through our website. There's a form there as well. And if you want to get involved in an event that's already happening in your community, you can also view those on OCRA's event calendar as well. And I think we're going to open it up to questions. So I'm going to turn it back to Sarah in case we have any of those.
Great. Thank you, guys. That was wonderful. Yes, so please put questions in the chat. A few started to come in. Chad, we have one here. Emily's on it. She answered the question. The question was, how do we sign up for email legislative alerts without necessarily becoming an advocate? Great question. And Emily on our team put the link in the chat. I know, Chad, we've had a huge response from folks this year responding to our advocacy alerts, right?
That's right. This year we've identified more than almost 6,000 new advocates online, and they've generated more than 18,000 messages to members of Congress and the administration, and that is, it's I think triple what it was last year, or at least. So I've been really impressed with the level of advocacy out there this year.
That's terrific. Karen, the link from Emily, if you scroll up, Emily put the link in reply to your original question.
Also,
so take a look.
If I can just let everybody know, if you go onto the About OCRA page on the conference platform, all the links that you could possibly need to access any of the information that was discussed here, plus additional information, is on that page, and it'll just take you directly to where you need to go. So in case, don't worry about if you missed something on the chat or whatnot, but you can just go to the About OCRA page on the conference platform.
Terrific. Thank you, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
We have a question. Tracy, I'm going to direct this to you. Trish put in the chat, do you have support for Canadians? I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to in terms of support, Trish, but Tracy, maybe you could talk a little bit about our support programs, which are open to everyone anywhere.
That's right. Our programs really are open internationally for anyone who's diagnosed or impacted by gynecologic cancer. We have many Canadians in Staying Connected, which are weekly and monthly Zoom meetings, psychoeducation sessions, our new Staying Current, which is education around actionable biomarkers and new advances in treatment, standards of care and clinical trials. We've got workshops. We've got a whole host of different activities and support that everyone is available for. And if you're talking about woman to woman, we have mentors that are living in many different countries. We have people that are Canadian, Indian. We have someone from Israel, lots of people, and it's a great opportunity to get involved. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Happy to talk to you more about it. I also want to bring up something that if you want to get involved, it's one of OCRA's newest activities in which you can really make a difference. OCRA has the new Living Lab, so you can learn more, to sign up, learn more, and really be the change. Using your experience to power progress and really help us advance science. So thanks, Sarah, for posting. So just wanted to throw that out there too. Thanks.
Thank you for bringing it up, Tracy. Okay, I'm looking for other questions. Sally makes an important comment. Another note about being an advocate leader. It's not political. We speak with our House and Senate representatives about supporting research funding. Chad, can you talk a little bit about that? And Sally makes an important point. We are nonpartisan. Yep. We work on both sides of the aisle with every administration.
Absolutely right. Nonpartisan, probably nonpartisan organization. So I'm up on the Hill, and advocates are up on the Hill, and we speak with every office. We were in 172 offices at our last advocacy day, and that was about evenly split among Republican and Democrats. And cancer unfortunately doesn't recognize party, so people from every walk of life are impacted. And so it's generally, it's not a question of whether you support efforts to rein in cancer or how much research dollars are going to go towards cancer. It's how high a priority is it? And so our job is to talk with both sides of the aisle to encourage that priority to kick up a level.
Thank you, Chad. Question from Patricia. Are there cards or brochures that OCRA have that people can give out, physical postcards? Someone on the team here probably knows the answer to this better than I do. The status of our physical brochures. I know we have them. Can anyone speak to that?
I'll say this. We do have them. And Emily, who's always very responsive in the chat, is also very responsive at sending cards out to people who need them. I don't mean to create more work for you, Emily, but yes, reach out to us, any of us, and we can make sure that you'll get that material.
Thank you, Chad, and thank you, Emily, in advance. Kristen says, if our state doesn't have any info or connections with OCRA, how do we get started? Well, Kristen, depends what you're interested in, but I would say be in touch with us. And let's talk and find out, what you're interested in doing, whether it's getting involved in, whether it's in a fundraising event or engaging in some of our programs, advocacy work, or survivors teaching students. Just be in touch, and we'd love to talk to you about what you're interested in and how you can get involved. Let's see. Okay, people love brochures. I'm looking, lots of comments about people's involvement in our programs, which is wonderful. Liliana talking about her involvement in Woman to Woman, which is terrific. Survivors, advocate leaders. Not sure if there are any more questions. We'll just pause for a second. I don't want to end the session too early. But in general, if you have a question that you think of, or you think of something later, I mean, this is who you're seeing here on the screen. Like, we're the actual OCRA team. It's us. So if you reach out to us, you're emailing us, and we will get back to you. So if you have questions about how you can get involved, please just be in touch. Let's see, Chad, when will applications open for new advocate leaders? They're open, right?
Yes, we opened them
yes.
On Thursday last week. So we are accepting new applications. Can't wait to see how many we get. And current applicants or current advocate leaders don't need to reapply. You just need to let us know that you want to be back with the program.
Great. Thank you. We have a question. What is the difference between NOCC and OCRA? Good questions. Just two different organizations, both great ovarian cancer charities. I think have slightly different types of programs. NOCC is a chapter-based organization, and I think many people are involved in NOCC at their local chapter level, which is great. And they have a lot of local activities. OCRA is a larger organization, and we have I think a broader focus and sort of broader suite of programs, but NOCC is wonderful. And I know there's a lot of crossover between people who are involved in both organizations. I know that across all the programs that we're representing here, folks participate in OCRA activities and some people participate in NOCC activities as well. And we work with them as an organization. Our two organizations do work together, and we run in the same space, so we see each other, which is great. Diane had a question about mentoring only for patients, also for family members. Yes, mentors and mentees are both patients and loved ones. Is there a list of advocate leaders to see where there is one in my area, Chad?
No, we don't. We don't have a public list of our advocates. We do sometimes post a map on where we are located, so we can see the states which are not represented. But once you become a member of the Advocate Leaders Program, we get you in touch with anybody you might want to reach that's part of the program in your state or area.
Yep. Gary, I see you put a note in here about our free genetic testing program being very popular. That is great to hear. For those of you who have not heard yet, yes, OCRA does offer a free genetic testing program to those who are eligible. And we don't have any flyers or postcards specifically about that, Gary. I'm not sure. It may be mentioned on some of our materials. I can find out about that and get back to you. But if you are promoting the program, thank you for doing that. That's wonderful. Okay, any more? How can I offer information? Oh, someone's wondering how they can bring information to their treatment center. Yes, thank you for thinking about that. We would love for every person who's diagnosed with ovarian cancer to receive information about OCRA. That would be the dream. So again, we're happy to provide you with materials. We have a nice, I don't have one handy, a nice organizational brochure that's like about OCRA, which we'd be happy to give you a supply so you can leave it in your doctor's office. That would be great. And talk to your doctor also about who we are and what we do here at OCRA. Oh, wow, Gary, you created your own flyer. Terrific. Thank you, Gary. There's nothing you guys can't do. It's amazing. Okay, any other questions? We are almost out of time. Yes, Brenda, the free genetic testing program is for U.S. citizens. Yep. Also, if you have recurrence, should your original tumor be retested or new? So what we're offering is genetic testing, not tumor testing. I think, Brenda, you're talking about genomic testing, which is profiling the tumor itself, which is different. What we offer is testing for an inherited genetic mutation that increases your risk of cancer. So two different things, but it is only open to U.S. citizens. We do not have a podcast. It's something we've talked about, but it's not something we do right now. Have a very full plate, but we do have a ton of great information on our website. And I'll have a lot of all the time running educational series, webinars, these sorts of things. So while we don't have a podcast, we do have a ton of great content on the OCRA website, on our OCRA YouTube channel, which we keep very current. Okay, so some of these questions, 49 bio, I'm not sure exactly how many markers are included in the genetic test panel test. It's provided by Color Health. I don't know off the top of my head. I can't remember, but it is a panel test. We do have that information on our website. Sorry, I just don't know it off the top of my head. Okay, everyone. So we will end it there. Any parting remarks from anyone on the OCRA team? Anything I'm forgetting?
Just a reminder that the links to anything that you could possibly want is on the About OCRA page of the conference website, conference platform. So if you miss something, don't worry, it's all there.
Terrific. Thank you. And be in touch, everyone. We look forward to hearing from you. Enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.